Hello, you guys, and welcome to another episode of my podcast, Things Could Be Worse. I'm your host, baileydedrick, and today I'm going to be talking about something that has been a pretty highly requested topic just because, summer's finally here. I already did an episode on my guide to having the best summer possible, and I gave so many tips and little tricks and different information over on that episode, but I feel like there's still so much more. And this episode is going to be more specifically, your hot girl summer, your quote unquote, that girl glow up guide for summer. I'm going to be talking about how to feel your best, mentally, physically, how to be happy with the environment around you, how to basically just find happiness and confidence and feel like the baddest bitch and feel good about yourself and the things that you're doing, and how to actually just, live your life and really emulate your truest self this summer and who you want to be. I feel like there's so much talk on social media about, glow ups, and I fall victim heavily because some of my most viewed videos on my main channel are, summer glow up with me, or glow up for summer with me, glow up for vacation, glow up for back to school. And as much as I love the whole glow up content section on social media, I love participating in it, I love creating that content, and I also love watching that content, it kind of, is unrealistic, and you kind of need to look at it in a different way, because when I do a back to school glow up, yeah, I might be getting my hair done, I might be going to get my nails done, I might be getting a facial, I might, buy a new outfit, do my makeup, but at the end of the day, that's not a true glow up. In my opinion, at least. I mean, I don't know how to put this. Basically, I'm saying I've done videos where I glow up in 24 hours. And although my appearance from the beginning of the video to the end of the video drastically changes, I'm not going to lie, it's mainly just my makeup and the hairstyle that I do and just getting ready and putting myself together. That's what the glow up is. It's not a long-term glow up that's going to last and actually stick with me throughout the entire length of summer, or I'm not going to feel pretty the entire school year because I glue up, quote unquote, for school at the beginning of the year. So yeah, I just feel a lot of the glow up talk that we hear about online is kind of just not gonna lie, a bunch of bullshit, because I feel true glow ups, if you look at somebody, their sophomore year to their senior year, and you're wow, they glue up, they look so good now, it might have something to do with, their hair color changing, or their hairstyle changing, or their actual style of their clothing changing. It might have something to do with that, but I feel true glow ups are time consuming processes. It's not something you just change in 24 hours. You go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go get your lashes done. Yes, all of these things can help, but I feel a true glow up, it takes time, and it's just small changes every single day, not only physically, but mentally, that help you progress into the person that you want to be. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the mental tips, the mental steps, the inner work that you need to do in order to achieve a glow up, in my opinion, all the little mental, personal things that we need to work on, as well as the environmental part of that. Our environment has a huge effect on not only how we look, actually, it's so crazy. The people around you can drain you so much where you look like you haven't slept in 6 months. It's so crazy, and we're going to get into all of that. But your mental health, your environmental health, that's definitely not the word to use. I'm pretty sure environmental, that sounds like a science class in high school. I don't know if that's the right word, but we're gonna be talking about mental, environmental, and finally we will be talking about physical, because at the end of the day, I get it. We're here probably because we want to look hot by the end of the summer. We want to feel pretty. We want to be proud of who we are as an external thing, although I'm trying to stress that that's not the important part. I get it. I want to look fucking hot too. So we are going to be talking about the physical steps on how to quote unquote up your beauty. But I just want to start this episode off by saying that you don't need a glow up. You don't need to force this glow up on yourself. It's kind of, I hate talking about the way that we look and our bodies and glowing up. to like this far of an extent, just because I feel like it kind of can be unhealthy, because we don't need to actively be trying to change ourselves and to actively try to be more beautiful. Like it's just not necessary. But at the end of the day, like I'm a girl, you listening, probably a girl. I know I have some, male audience listeners, but like being a girl, like there's so much pressure on you to look a certain way, and there's so much pressure on you to just be pretty. And I know how hard that can be. Just every single day you have that pressure on you. So I get it. Like we're going to talk about it because I know that we all care about it. But I just want you to know that you do not have to change the way that you look to be beautiful. Before we dive into all this, I do want to give you kind of a little update because I feel lately my life has been in shambles again. I feel like I keep going in and out of phases where I'm like super, super busy. I have so much going on. I feel like my life is falling apart. I'm living every single day like nonstop, back-to-back activities, plans, like stuff to do. And then I'll go into a phase where like I have nothing to do, and then I fall into like a almost like lazy, unproductive route. What the fuck? That's not... Rut, that's the word I meant rut. I fall into this like rut where I'm like super unproductive, like not getting my like stuff done because like I don't have as much to do, so that I'm not feeling as much pressure to like do the stuff that I need to do on time. That literally was so confusing. But yeah, I'm definitely back into the point in my life where I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm a little stressed out. Let's just say summer is here, and I am trying to take my own advice by doing as much as possible. And I keep talking about this in all my like summer episodes. I'm definitely going to talk about it even today. Like do as much as possible. Take advantage of your time. Take advantage of the opportunities. Say yes to your friends. Make plans with your friends. Go do fun little day trip things and go to the beach and do all this fun shit. And I've been doing it, and I have been doing the damn thing. And I've been, almost overbooking myself to the point where I can't also do my work. And I can do my work. Like I've been getting it done. I'm just feeling a little behind to the point where like I'm getting rushed. So for instance, the last couple of podcasts that I have recorded, I have literally recorded on Tuesday, and then they've gone up on Wednesday, which is so fucking insane. Most people that have a podcast, they record a week ahead of time. Like if they post on Wednesdays, they're gonna record the same day that they post. Like they're gonna post the episode in the morning, and then they're gonna go record another one so that the same time next week they can post that one that they just, you know what I mean? Like you recorded a week early. Most sane people don't record a podcast the day before they're gonna upload it. But unfortunately, because of how much I've been doing and how many things I've been occupying my time with, I've been feeling, a little rushed because I can't get things done ahead of time. And I'm just not being smart with my time, basically. But we as in like me and my friends, we have grad parties every single fucking weekend, all weekend long. And it is so much fun. Like I guarantee you, your senior year summer is going to be, if not, I don't know if it's my best summer. I mean, we're like a week and like literally a week into summer, and I'm like, it's my best summer, which is a good thing. But it's just like, since there's so much going on, and since there's like guaranteed like quote unquote parties every single weekend with my friends, it's been so much fun so far. So grad parties every single weekend, so fun, but also so time consuming because most of them like that I'm going to are like my really, really close friends. So we're kind of expected there. Like if you're my close friend, you're expected to be there the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be there from the time it starts to the time that people leave. So it's like an all day type of activity. It's like, it's a lot. So that's what I've been doing most of my weekends. Last weekend, I was at my friend Liza's grad party. She's the one that went to New York with me, just in case you're trying to like put things together, maybe like understand a little bit. Yeah, I went to her grad party. I actually had so much fun. It was such a fun time, but I ended up getting some sort of stomach bug or food poisoning, or maybe I just was super fucking hungover at like 4 a.m. I don't know. I don't think it was the last option, because I really didn't go like overboard at all. But the point to this story is that I was up. I didn't sleep. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. Like me and my tiny little friends, no, my little like group of friends that I stayed up with. Like we were the last ones awake pretty much. There was like a few boys that stayed up longer than us, but like these, actually, I don't even think so. I think we were literally the last ones up. But I don't know. Okay, I don't know why. It doesn't matter. But we stayed up super late, and then I had to sleep on the floor because we literally had like 25 fucking people trying to sleep in one house, and it was so just not great. But I ended up sleeping on the floor with like two of my other friends like right by me, and I could not get comfy, obviously because I was on the floor, but also because I started getting super fucking nauseous, and I was like, I'm not going to throw up right now. Like, I'm not a little bitch, because at that point I was like, oh, I'm just definitely I'm a little too dizzy or whatever. But then it kept happening. Like, I just kept getting the feeling that I was going to go throw up, and eventually I like had to stand up, sprint to the bathroom. I threw up. And if you've ever like thrown up from drinking before, you know that like you usually throw up one time and then you feel so much better, and then you're able to like carry on, go to sleep or carry on with your night, whatever the case may be. I didn't feel better. I continued going to the bathroom every 10 minutes from 4 a.m. or like 4:30 a.m. to probably about 6:30 a.m. I threw up so many times, and I felt like shit. I had like the shakes, I had the chills. I ended up having my dad come and pick me up because I didn't have my car there, and I didn't want to make one of my friends like drive me home. So I had my dad come pick me up, and that whole day, that was on Sunday, like I got home. I slept all day Sunday, pretty much all day Monday. Like I just laid, oh wait, actually no, yesterday, okay, this is too much. You don't need to know. But I was going through it. Besides that, I don't really feel like I have that much to update you guys on. Last week, me and my friends had a beach day. We had a pool day. We have been doing a really good job of like keeping ourselves busy and like actually making plans, which I'm super, super happy about because I'm having fun. But yeah, let's get into this episode because I feel like that was really long-winded, and as much as you guys love updates, I feel like I just talk for way too long. So yeah. Oh wait, also I want to say, if the audio sounds fucking crazy right now, I'm sorry. I'm going to leave a poll on the Spotify little thing. Like if you're listening on Spotify and you scroll down, there will be a poll, or go over to my Instagram, leave me a comment, leave me a DM, and let me know how the audio sounds. Does it sound worse or better than usual? Because I'm still like learning how to use this microphone, learning how to use the cloud lifter, learning how to use the audio interface and like plug it into my computer. I'm still learning. I've been doing this for literally like, I think this is my 16th episode, which is crazy. I've been doing this for 16 weeks. So I've been doing this for 16 weeks and I still don't know what the fuck is going on, and I keep like overthinking it. And like, I don't know what to do. Like, you can look up, obviously there's YouTube videos, there's articles, you can learn, but it's like really hard. Like, it's really, really hard to like follow along, especially with like audio stuff. You guys don't care, but especially with audio stuff, sound controls on my computer and on the audio interface are so different according to what type of voice you have and like the frequencies in individual voices. So it's not like there's not a blueprint that you can just like, oh, I'm going to copy this person's controls and it's going to sound amazing, because it's like so dependent on what your actual voice sounds like into the microphone. But anyways, I changed up two things. I have like two little settings changed, and hopefully it helps, because I have not been liking the way that my episodes are sounding. I feel like they're just too like deep and muffled, and in my ears, in my little headphones right here, I'm sounding a little bit lighter, my sound. Anyways, okay. So number one, let's talk about mental. Let's talk about how to glow up mentally, because, at the end of the day, like, that's the part that's going to make you the happiest. Believe it or not, it's not going to be how fat your ass is. It's not going to be how clear your skin is. It's going to be how you feel about yourself from the inside out, and how happy you are with your internal self. That's what's actually going to matter. So that's why we're going to talk about it first. So number one, we have do the inner work. We need to heal ourselves in order to continue growing. And I know this can be a hard thing to wrap your head around. We have so much shit all of us, we have so much shit that we need to work on. And it's hard to realize that sometimes because I feel like we can get in, like, especially me, like I was just saying, I'm in a really stressful part of my life where 2 weeks ago I was in like a different part of my life. Things are always changing. And sometimes we have like really good points where it feels like nothing is wrong. But then all of a sudden something happens and we're back into like a super shitty place. And why that happens is because we haven't figured it out. I mean, we're never gonna figure it out, unfortunately. Like most people never do. But yeah, like I feel that if you aren't, evaluating yourself and your past like traumas and like things that have influenced you and the ways that you react to things, if you aren't like understanding of that and you're not actively trying to like get better at those things and like work on healing yourself and like healing your inner child and like just like healing yourself, it's going to be really hard to grow and to stay consistently like getting better. You know what I mean? So yeah, inner work is so important. This is such a difficult thing. Things like meditating, they do help. If you guys want me to be honest, like I lately, like whenever I'm feeling super stressed out, super anxious, I will deadass just sit on my floor in my room and I'll put on some like relaxing music, like with no words, like literally just like look up meditation on Spotify. Do that, or you can follow like a guided meditation on like YouTube, whatever your preference is. I've just been like taking deep breaths. I do this thing where I like take a deep breath and I breathe in whatever I want. So say I'm feeling super stressed out and overwhelmed and I just like can't get anything done because I'm like freaking the fuck out. I'm like super anxious. I will be like, okay, breathing in calmness. And then when I breathe out, I exhale anxiety. You know what I mean? If you're feeling angry, like you're just in a really bad spot, you just want to bitch out everybody in your life, you can breathe in understanding, breathe in patience, breathe in kindness, and then exhale the anger that you're feeling. Believe it or not, it sounds like fucking voodoo woodoo bullshit. It works. It literally makes you feel so much better. I think just like taking a minute to actually breathe and like focus on your breath is really what helps. But I like adding that little piece of like releasing what you don't want and breathing in what you do want. And then obviously go to fucking therapy. I think we all should be going to therapy. I say this as I don't go to therapy anymore. I literally went to therapy for like 1 year in 7th grade when I literally wanted to off myself. And it didn't help me back then because I was little and I was stupid and I was immature and I didn't know how to talk about my feelings whatsoever. Where I feel like now if I was in therapy it would help me a lot more. But like, I want to say like, I don't really feel like there would be much to talk about, but there would be. Like, I know if I was going to therapy, I would be probably a way happier version of myself and a way better understanding version of myself and like the things that happen in my life. Like I would understand why they're happening a lot better. So if you've been really struggling, I know therapy can be expensive, but there's things now that can help that, like BetterHelp. You can get like an online therapist for a fraction of the price. And just like text with them, or I don't know, like there's so many things you can do. But I want to tell you, if you are really struggling and you feel like nothing has helped and you haven't tried therapy, I would recommend it because little 7th grade me did not take advantage of the opportunity that I was given. If I was in therapy right now, I would definitely take better advantage of having a therapist because it can be amazing. It can be an amazing experience. And then we have journaling. You can, journal about your days. You can journal about just literally anything, any thoughts that you're having. If you're not going to go to a fucking therapist, at least journal. Journal whatever you would talk about with your therapist. Whatever's on your mind, whatever you've been going through, gratitude, things that you hate, things that you love, just everything. And then also a big thing with inner work and like healing yourself and just like finding happiness within yourself is like finding hobbies. And I feel like I've talked about this on so many episodes, but I feel like it's so important. Finding things that you can do alone that make you content and that fill you up inside is so important. So the next thing I have written down is to just work on yourself, and all of the things that I just talked about is going to be working on yourself, but I mean specifically like evaluate the things that you don't like about yourself. Not physically, okay, let's not go there yet, but evaluate the things internally that you don't like about yourself, and try to be better. Whether that's just being a kinder person, being a more understanding person, not being so hot-headed, like not losing your temper so fast, being a better daughter, being a better girlfriend, being a better sister, being a brother. Okay, I'm stuttering already this far into the episode. Anyways, just work on the things that you maybe kind of see as a weakness that you have, like socially or whatever it is, and try to work on it. And then we have say yes. I just talked about how I've been doing this. Take advantage of your time and do good things with it. Don't sit on your phone all day. I want you to reduce your screen time by like 50%. Okay? Look at your screen time, cut it in half. Because you are on your phone too much. Okay, I don't actually know that, but I know I'm on my phone too much, and I would like to cut my screen time in half. So I want you to just like look into your screen time, maybe be like, okay, maybe this isn't like the best thing for me, and then cut it in half and start saying yes to things, start making plans, start taking opportunities for what they are, and like actually taking advantage of the time that we have. Because at the end of the day, summer's only 2-3 months long. That goes by so quickly, and that means that you have to take advantage of every single opportunity. The next thing is set good routines. I know it's so hard to have a good sleep schedule in the summertime, at least for me. Number one, like I'm doing things way later than I normally would on like weekdays. Like during the school year, I'm not hanging out with my friends on a Tuesday night, staying up till 2 a.m. But right now, there is some nights where it's a Tuesday and I'm staying out with my friends until 2 a.m. So I have been finding it really hard to set good routines, set good sleep schedules. But it's really important to work on it as much as you can and to try to keep it somewhat healthy of a routine. Don't be staying up too late, especially like if you aren't doing something. Try not to just stay up on your phone or stay up watching Netflix, because coming from someone that is not a morning person, being up in the morning is so much better than being up at night. And I know it can be hard to see, like if you are a night owl like me, I used to just think that being up at night was so much better. I loved being up at night, like being up while everybody else is sleeping. I look across the street, all of my neighbors have all of their lights shut off. I'm the only fucking room on the whole street that has a light on. I was like, there's something like comforting about this. And then I switched up and I tried actually waking up early, and the peace that you find in the morning hours is so much higher than the peace that you find in the evening hours. So I feel like I talk on here so intellectually, but also so fucking stupidly at the same time. It's actually, it's profound. What is profound? Like, what the fuck does profound even mean? I don't know. But, yeah, just like try to, get a good sleep schedule, have a good morning routine, a solid, easy, simple, basic morning routine that you can follow every single day, no matter what time you wake up. Some days you might wake up, a little bit early. You might wake up at 6, and then some days you might stay up super fucking late and wake up at 10, just because summer is super unpredictable and things come up and, things happen. But like, no matter what time you wake up, do the same routine. Same night routine, same whatever. Just set routines, because routine is like a sense of control. It's like one thing in your life. Like, this life is crazy. A lot of things are unpredictable. A lot of things are out of our control. So like having routines that you can stick to and find peace and comfort in is really helpful for just like everything in your life, in my opinion. Okay, sorry guys, I had to take a little intermission to go potty. But number 5, okay, wait, I need to pick my jean shorts out of my ass really quick, because I sat down and they went straight up my ass. But number 5 on the little mental list before we get into environmental and then physical, as much as I've been stressing, like, do as much as possible. Go. Have as much fun as possible. Go to concerts, go to festivals, go to amusement parks, go to the beach, go to the park, go on hikes, find a hobby, paint, go hang out with your friends. As much as I've been saying, say yes to everything, go do everything, have as much fun as possible. It's really important to not overdo it to the point where you feel burnt out. Some people can do things every single day. We all have different social batteries. We all have different social capabilities. Some of my girlfriends are fucking crazy. I've talked about this too. They are so go, go, go. They can leave work and immediately get home, shower, get ready in 20 minutes and head to a party. Where if I was at work, I would need 2 hours to decompose. Decompose is a crazy sentence. Decompress. I just am not like that. I'm built different. I'm not built different. I'm built super mediocrely in that tense. What the fuck am I talking about? All I'm trying to say is some people can go, 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 no breaks, no stops, no sleep, no rest, and be completely fine and be so content and happy with that. And that's how they find their happiness. Where me, I need a little bit of alone time. I need my independence. I need my self-care nights. I need my nights where I just sit in and I don't do anything. That's so important for my happiness. So it's really important to realize what that threshold is for you. Maybe it's 2 nights a week. Maybe it's 3. Maybe it's 4. Maybe it's 5. Maybe you can do something every single fucking day and be completely fine. For me, unfortunately, I just can't. I would love to be able to do something like constantly, but it's just not practical for me and my mental health because me trying to balance social and work is very tricky. And it's always been tricky for me. So I need to make sure that I schedule in time for myself just to be alone and to be able to get my work done and take time for myself. So yes, go, go, go. I keep, promoting traveling and doing all of these fun things. But at the end of the day, like if you're happy, just by yourself and you aren't envious of people like going out and like partying and going and doing fun things. If that's not something you don't want, if that's not something you want to do, then you don't have to do it. That's not the only way to have a great summer. Just for me personally, who I am and how the people in my life are and how I feel like a lot of people are, like the majority of people, going and doing fun things with other people is the most fun. But for a lot of people, maybe not that is fun. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Let's move into environmental. Let's talk about our environments. So like I said in the beginning, happiness is very, very mental. Our happiness comes from inside of us. But there are a lot of outside factors that play into our overall happiness and who we are and how we're glowing and how we're feeling. And these factors impact us a lot. So we need to be extra aware of the things that are going on around us in order to be the best that we can. Our homes, our rooms, our spaces, as well as our friends and family and like the media we consume all have a huge impact on how we feel, how we view ourselves, how we view others, how we act, how we complete tasks. Like it is crazy how much external factors impact us. If we're talking about our homes and our rooms and our spaces, something that you can do to kind of glow up your space or to have an impact, like a positive impact on you for the summertime is, do a little room makeover. I get most of you listening are probably younger. Most of my audience is younger. You're still probably living with your parents. If you're not, then, maybe do like a little kitchen makeover, a little living room makeover. But for the majority of us, we're living with our parents and we can't just redo the living room. So, make little changes to your room or just like buy a few new cute things, buy a new rug, switch something out to make your room feel more summery or to just make your room feel like a happier place for you. Changing up your room or changing up anything can really have a big impact on you and, help you just be content. Okay, the next one is evaluate the people in your life. I've talked about this countless times on so many different episodes, but I keep stressing it because it's so important. The people in our lives, what is that like quote? It's like you are who you surround yourself with. Like you are what you eat, but like you are who you surround yourself with. You are like the sum of the people that you spend your time around. You are literally going to turn into the people that you surround yourself with, just because that's how human interaction works. We pick up on other people's tendencies, we pick up on other people's language, we pick up on other people's interests. Like, that's just how human interaction works. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are good, like genuinely good people. Surround yourself with people that you can talk to and that you can confide in, but also surround yourself with people that make you laugh and that make you feel the joy of life. Like it's so important to find like different people and to have different people in your life that fill different roles. You need, your bestie that you can talk to about anything. You need your bestie that is batshit fucking crazy, that never has a logical thought in her brain, but she's just down to have a good time. Like, you need all these different people, but make sure that they're good people and make sure that they care about you and make sure that their intentions are good and like they truly want the best for you, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to have people around you that truly give a shit. So evaluating the people around you and surrounding yourself with good people this summer is really going to help you achieve that glow up mentally, physically, like just in every single way. And finally, be hyper aware and hypersensitive of the content and the media that you are consuming. I can't even tell you, like, I'm not a fucking doctor, I'm not a scientist, but as much media as we are consuming, I know it's not healthy. I know that it is not good. Not only that, but like a lot of the media that we consume, like, we're not choosing it. We're not choosing what's on our For You page. Like, yeah, the algorithm picks up on what we like, but sometimes I'll end up on a fucking side of TikTok that I do not want to be on. You know what? I will be scrolling through YouTube and I'll be getting these weird ass recommendations of shit that I do not want to see, that is not promoting healthy mental health for me. That's not good for me. So I feel like it's really important to interact with like content online that is helping you in some sort of way, that makes you happy, that teaches you something, that's educational, that's just promoting something healthy, because you don't want to fall into a trap where like everything you're viewing is like super unhealthy. It's promoting negative habits, it's promoting like negative mindsets. I feel like there's a lot of negative content out there. There's a lot of negative people creating content. So you don't want to fall into a trap of just like being served their content over and over and over and just listening to it, because it actually, believe it or not, has a huge impact on our brains and who we are as people. So try to search for content that inspires you and search for, influencers or content creators that are who you would like to be. Like, find somebody, like people that you look up to, find people that have the same interests as you and follow along with their content. Don't follow along with fucking Andrew Tate, fucking all of these beta alpha bitches. Like, I don't even know what the fuck. Like, just be hyper aware of the media that you're consuming, especially when it comes to like politics. Half the shit we see online politically, fake. People are making that shit up. Fake fucking news. Don't get your fucking political. Just honestly, don't fucking listen to politics online. Even news stations, that shit is so skewed. Like, that shit will influence you in such negative ways. They tell you what they want you to hear. So try to, do your own research. I don't know why I'm getting into politics, but I feel like, it kind of relates. Just be aware and be smart with what you're consuming, because it can be so easy to overindulge and overconsume, and it's really unhealthy. All right, number 3, we have our longest category. I feel like I've already been talking for so long, but let's talk physical, bitches. Let's get actually hot. Like, we hear hot girl summer. I want to talk about this really quick. Hot girl summer, sometimes that phrase, like, makes my boyfriend a little like, what are you talking about? What did you just say? Because I feel like hot girl summer is like very, hot girl summer to me, hot girl summer a few years ago. I feel like hot girl summer, like when it was coming out, it was like for single girls, like hot girl summer, like, oh yeah, I'm about to get bitches. I'm about to like, I don't know. Okay, sorry. My headphones were falling off my head. I had to put them back on. But yeah, like I feel like a few years ago, people thought, or even like still a lot of people think like hot girl summer is for single girls. It's for the girls that want to go out and like flirt with I don't even know. Actually, I'm going to look up Urban Dictionary hot girl summer and see what comes up first. Hot girl summer Urban Dictionary. Okay, this is the first response that came up on Google for hot girl summer. It says, a summer full of fun. Coach Meg, aka Meg Thee Stallion, the creator of Hot Girl Summer, said it best. Hot girl summer is about just being you, just having fun. It's turning up, driving the boat, and not giving a damn about what nobody's saying. A summer where you are in charge of your own happiness, chase the bag, and we ain't crying over no man, period. It's a hot girl summer. A term used to define girls being unapologetically themselves, having fun, loving yourself, and doing you, and has nothing to do with being a fuck-ass hoe and keeping dumbass points, okay. So I feel like a lot of times in the beginning, people thought it was about, like, you know, expressing their inner hoe and, like, being a hoe and, like, going and, like, not giving a shit about men and stuff like that. We're like, okay, if that's what you want to do, go for it. But I feel like the first one described it best. Like, it's just a summer about being you. It's a summer about having fun. It's about, you know, just living how you want to live and not worrying about what anybody says. So I want to really clarify that. Like, I'm not out here saying I'm going to have a hot girl summer and, like, go, you know, cheat on my boyfriend. I'm having a hot girl summer because I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna do what I want to do. We're all gonna have a hot girl summer. It isn't about, you know, being a hoe. It could be, but it's not in my case. So yeah, the physical aspects of glowing up for summer, being a hot ass bitch this summer, and just, you know, working on your outer appearance, working on your outer beauty. Number one, we have sleep. Sleep is honestly the most important fucking thing. I will tell you, in terms of physical, you would not believe how much sleep impacts you on a day-to-day basis. I, like, need sleep. I am a sleepy ass girl. I need 8 hours of sleep or more to have a good day the next day. And it's crazy and it sucks because I feel like some people can run on like 5 hours of sleep and be just fine. But for me, if I'm gonna have a happy, productive, good day, I need a lot of sleep. But being asleep is how your body recovers. It's how your brain recovers. It's how your brain, you know, I don't know. It's so important. It makes you feel refreshed. It's just, we need sleep. We need sleep. So get a good sleep schedule. If you can't have a good sleep schedule, don't be scared to, like, sleep in if you need to. If you need to catch up on sleep, sleep in. Just take care of yourself in terms of sleep because sleep is undeniably the most important thing. At least in my life, I need sleep. Next thing is water. Water. Again, another important one. You guys are probably like, okay, bitch, sleep and water. What are you, my doctor? Like, I know these things. But do you really listen to them? Are you really getting enough sleep? And are you really drinking enough water? Because I guarantee you aren't. You should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces. So I'm going to say if you're 100 pounds, just because I'm bad at math, 100 pounds is really easy to work with. You're 100 pounds. That means you cut it in half, divided by 2. 100 divided by 2 equals 50. You should be drinking 50 ounces of water. So just make sure you're drinking enough water. Get a fucking Stanley Cup. I know they're embarrassing. Don't get a Stanley Cup, actually. Get this one. It's from Simply Modern, and I think it's so much cuter. I think it's so much more sleek looking. I put one of my friends on this already. She got, like, the little lavender one. I have, like, the teal one. It looks like the Stanley Cup and it's the same idea, but I just like it better and it's cheaper. So get one of these. This has 40 ounces of water. So if you drink 2 of these a day, you are drinking more than enough water probably. Like 80 ounces, like I usually fill this up twice a day. So I'm drinking 80 ounces and that's more than I need to, but I mean, it's good for you. Okay, now we have eat healthy. And again, I sound like a doctor. This one and then the next one, I'm going to sound like a doctor, but then all the other ones are like actual like tips on how to be hot. But eating healthy is so important. Like I wouldn't be saying this and adding this in if it wasn't important. Eat fresh foods. I feel like summer is the best time to eat healthy, at least for me. Like, it's so much easier to eat healthy in the summer because, like, I want to eat salad because it's so hot. It's like, oh, I don't want to go eat a fucking cheeseburger because it's so, like, hot and, like, oh, that's gonna make me feel like shit. I want to eat a fucking strawberry poppy seed salad from Panera. I don't want the soup. I want a salad. So I feel like summer's the best time. Eat a lot of fruits, eat a lot of veggies, eat fresh shit, like, you know, find little, like, health food places in your area, and just, like, try it, because eating is, again, like, just like water and sleep has such a big impact on you. What you eat actually does impact the way that you feel and the way that you know, obviously the way that you look. Like, if you're gonna eat a bunch of, like, greasy, fatty foods, like, yeah, you might be, like, a little bloated, where, like, if you eat a salad, you might not be as bloated. And I don't want to get too much into that, but, like, at the end of the day, like, we don't want to be bloated. I mean, like, it's normal, whatever, but, like, we don't want to be bloated unnecessarily. So eat fresh, eat healthy, eat lots of fruits and veggies. Make sure that you're getting your vitamins in, whether that comes from fruits and veggies or from whole wheats and grains and shit like that. If you feel like you aren't getting your vitamin intake in, which you probably aren't, fun fact, our, like, food nowadays is not nutrient dense whatsoever. So I feel like all people should be taking some sort of vitamin supplement, whether that's, like, greens that are, like, promoted all over TikTok. It doesn't have to be greens. They make, like, little pills of greens. So if you don't want to, like, drink your greens how they, like, promote it all the time now, you can literally just take a pill and it's, like, the same fucking idea. There's, like, that. There's so many different multivitamins, one-a-days. Just do your research, find one that seems like it's going to work for you, and take your supplements, because although it's not going to have maybe, like, a direct impact on the way that you feel and the way that you look, in the long run, it really does help to get enough of the things that our body needs. Okay, then we have get active. Again, summertime is the best time to get active because you can get outside. You want to be outside. You want to be doing things. You want to be going on walks. You want to be going on hikes. So I feel like it's so much easier to work out in the summertime than it is in the wintertime. So you can work out, like, at a gym, weightlifting, cardio, you can do all of that, or you can go on walks, you can do yoga, you can do workout classes with friends. That's something that I want to start doing more of. There really isn't, like, too many workout classes in my area. I know in, like, bigger cities there's, like, all these cycling classes and, like, aerobics and, like, just a bunch of, like, fun things that you can go do with your friends and, like, also get in a really good workout. Stretching, playing games with friends, that's something that I've been doing a lot lately. Like, when I go play, like, spike ball with my friends, or, like, we're passing around a volleyball, or we're playing, like, Beersby, or, like, I don't know, like, I've been playing so many, like, fun outside games with my friends, and I feel like I haven't done that as much as I have been recently, like, in the past couple of summers. And I feel like a big part of that is because at grad parties, like, there's always, like, games, and it's so much fun. Okay, now number 5, stay tan. Stay tan. When you are tan, I wish it wasn't this way, because, like, tanning in the sun is so fucking bad for you, but I think there's no denying that we all look 10 times prettier in the summertime. I hate to, you know, say what we already know, but, like, it's so true. Like, it is so true. Even me, like, I look so much better than I did a month ago, just because I have a little bit of a tan now. I was looking at my boyfriend the other day and I was like, damn, he's looking a little extra cute. And I was like, oh shit, it's because he literally is brown. Like, he gets so tan. I'm not saying that, like, being brown has anything, I'm not trying to, like, get into all that, but I'm just saying, like, he is golden, he is bronzed, he is glowy, he looks ooh, that was, like, really aggressive. Didn't really like that, but yeah, I was, like, looking, I was like, damn, why he looking more fine? I was like, damn, it's because he spends every single day working in the sun with his shirt off, and he is literally a different color than he was a month ago, which, like, I don't know, like, when you're just pale, you kind of look sick. At least for me, like, I feel like I look sick and ghostly all winter long, and I just feel like shit about myself. And then once I start getting a little tan, I'm like, shit, I am kind of cute. So yeah, tanning, but do it within reason. Don't be fucking stupid. I want you to wear sunscreen every single day. And I know this kind of might seem like it's going against what I just said, like stay tan. No, bitch, you can still get tan through sunscreen. You don't want cancer. Being cute for 3 months when you're 16 years old is not worth having melanoma when you're 55. It's not worth it. There is so many great fake tans out there. Now, like, you don't need to, like, fry yourself in the sun. You don't need to go to tanning beds. I know it's such a thing for so many people, but, like, it really doesn't need to be like that. So a few of my favorite fake tans at this moment. I'm not going to lie, like, I do go out and I go to the beach and I go tanning with my friends and I lay out by the pool. But, like, I put sunscreen on. I'm making sure that I'm not doing too much. I definitely still could do less. It's definitely still not, like, healthy. But, like, I need to be in the sun. Like, living in Wisconsin, I see the sun like 3 months out of the entire year, 4 months maybe. So it's like I need to take advantage of it while I can and get that vitamin D, bitch. Okay, my bad. My camera died. Obviously, this happens every episode. I feel like it's no surprise to you guys now. I was talking about fake tans though. I was just about to tell you guys my favorite fake tans. I use like the Tanologist face drops, like face tanning drops for the longest time. I thought they were perfect. I thought they were my best bet. I thought they were the best option. I would mix them into my moisturizer every single night before I went to bed, and I would wake up feeling glowy, feeling tan. And yes, they do work, but I'm telling you, this is not me lying. This is not me being, just a good friend promoting it. This is not me, like, this is not fake news, okay? This is good media that I'm using to educate you guys. Sadie's fucking shit. Okay, wait. Me and Sadie are good friends, but Sadie just came out with a self-care or what the fuck am I talking about? A self-tan brand. It's called Sunkissed by Sadie, and she has a tanning mousse out and a tanning mist out. And I love the mousse. I've used the mousse, but I'm not a huge mousse person. I'll use a mousse when I do my whole body, but like in the summer, I'm not really tanning my whole body that much. But her mist, bro, it is the most natural, least orange looking tan that I've ever tried in my entire life for my face. It is such a beautiful color. It looks so good. It looks so natural. I used it last night. And my face, like I woke up, I was feeling so pale yesterday because I spent a few days, in my bed puking. So I spray my face with it, and you literally just like spray it. You blend it in with like a big thick brush, like kabuki brush, foundation brush type of thing, and then you wash it off in the morning with water, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and you get like a big ass bottle of it for like a really good price. So I don't think she has it in stock right now. I'm not really positive, but stay on the lookout for that. Definitely get it. It's definitely worth the money. Again, I'm not just promoting it because like she's my friend. I'm promoting it because it's genuinely a good product. And I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Not in like a bad way, but it's like, so many brands have been perfecting their formula for like years and years and years, like Tanologist, Loving Tan, like all of these brands. And like Sadie really fucking popped off. Like her first 2 products are fucking fire. So, yeah, love hers. But again, if you can't get your hands on that, I love the Loving Tan, like cream face tan. I love to just put that on for like an instant tan and instant glow, or like the Loving Tan mousse or like Bondi Sands. Yeah, really good. There's so many good options out there. Next one is change your look. Change your fucking look. If you're feeling ugly, change it fucking up. You can't keep working with the same things and expect different results. Get a different hair color, get a different hairstyle, get a different cut, get a different whatever. Like you need to like make changes to like, if you're like, I'm really trying to get this across. Like if you're not happy with the way that you look, change something. It seems so straightforward and simple, but so many people are like scared to dye their hair, scared to, go brunette, scared to go blonde, scared to dye your hair red. Like it's so, I don't know, it can be so scary, but it's like, if that's what it takes to like make you feel confident in your hair, or in yourself, like it can be as simple as that sometimes. Also with that like treatments like facials and stuff like that. Like there's so many different things that you can do. I made like a little list. I said dye your hair, get your lashes done, either like lash extensions or lash lift and tint. You can get your brows laminated. I can't stress brows enough. Brows truly make your whole face. So I've never got my brows laminated. I would love to do that. I just haven't. But I do dye my own eyebrows. I just have like a little eyebrow dyeing kit that I got off of Amazon. I'll do my lashes with it and I'll do my eyebrows with it. And it just, it adds a little spice for when you don't have any makeup on. Like I feel prettier when my eyebrows are darker because like it matches my roots. Like my actual natural hair is pretty dark brown. My eyebrows are kind of like a lighter brown. So I just feel like I look better and I look prettier when my eyebrows are more dark and pronounced. And then also, like we all know why we wear mascara. It makes our eyes pop. It makes our eyes look darker. Like it's just, mascara makes your eyes look prettier, in my opinion. Like that's why I wear mascara. So whenever I dye my eyelashes, it makes me feel prettier. Like I don't have to put mascara on, I feel like, because I can just curl my eyelashes, have my eyelashes dyed black, and then like I feel like I have mascara on, but I really don't. So I don't know, like there's so many different things like that you can do. Switch up your makeup routine. I feel like in the summertime, it's so important to have like a more natural, dewy makeup routine. Keep things simple. Use like cream products, like glowy products, bronzy products. If you switch up your makeup routine, sometimes that's all it takes. Like sometimes your makeup just isn't fitting your face right. Like the products you're using aren't working with your face the correct way. So switching up your products, finding a new makeup routine, using different products can really help. Same with that, like skincare routine. Skincare routines are so important. I feel like over the last couple of years on social media, like TikTok and Instagram and even like YouTube and stuff, I feel like it's been really unhealthily promoted, like skincare. I truly believe, like, there was a time in my life where I was so obsessed with skincare. I mean, I'm still obsessed with skincare, but it's like different now. I had like a 12-step skincare routine. I was using all of the products. I was using the vitamin C's. I was using the vitamin D's. I was using the vitamin B's. I was using fucking everything on my damn face. I truly believe that the simpler, the better. I use CeraVe like for half of my my skincare routine now. I use their gentle cleanser, I use their moisturizer, and I use their eye cream. And then there's like a few products here and there that I'll like mix in. I have La Roche-Posay like spot treatment. If I'm having like a breakout, I, for the most part, keep things really, really simple now. And then I just add things in like one at a time if I need them. Like if my face is feeling really dull or I'm experiencing any like hyperpigmentation or any dark spots, then I'll mix in a vitamin C. But you don't have to be using all of these products constantly. Honestly, the simpler, the better. Honestly, you need a good cleanser, a good moisturizer. I love eye cream. Eye cream, maybe some people would say isn't necessary. I love eye cream, especially since I have like super dry under eyes. A good eye cream and a good sunscreen. Those are like the 4 things that you actually need. All of that other stuff, like it's optional. And like I said, you should add it in when you need it. You don't need to be using it every single day. You could get massages, you can, get your teeth whitened, you can, try out facials. I feel like summertime's a good time to like try out facials, just because when you're getting facials, like when you're in and out of treatments, you shouldn't really be doing a lot in between. Like you shouldn't be putting on a lot of makeup and stuff. And I feel like in the summertime we wear like all collectively for the most part, unless, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people wear less makeup in the summertime than they do in the winter. So I don't know, it's a good time to get facials. There's just so many different little like treatments and little things that you can do that you can go do, and then it will like make you feel like you're taking care of yourself, or make you feel like you're, just, I don't know, just like put time into yourself basically. Going with that, I just have take good care of yourself. So yeah, the things above, like eating water is crazy. That's crazy. Drinking enough water, sleeping, like that's all taking care of yourself. But I'm kind of talking about like hygiene in this sense, like self-care, taking care of yourself, brushing your teeth twice a day, using good shower products, good smelling and good hydrating, good good ingredients, not good chemicals. Whatever. Just make sure that you're using like good shower gels, good body washes, good exfoliants, good, after shower body lotions. Like, make sure you're using good products that are making you smell good and making you feel soft and stuff, because that's all gonna, provide like more, I don't know, just like when I'm using good products and I smell good and I feel soft, like I'm going to feel better about myself, just because that's how things kind of go. You can use hair oils like in your hair at night to keep your hair healthy, hair masks, face masks. Like, this kind of goes with skincare, but just like, taking care of yourself and indulging in like new self-care products and like self-care or self-hygiene products can really make a difference. Okay, the final thing on my little list here is kind of dealing with style. I think it's really important. I don't know, like, coming from me, this is gonna sound so stupid, because I do not have an aesthetic. I've never had an aesthetic. I have made jokes that my aesthetic is literally just whatever is popular, and I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate whoever I was in the past, like just going along with trends and stuff. I do, find trendy pieces like cute sometimes, but I've been really trying to work towards like finding a style that actually like resonates with me. And I feel like you don't need to have one single aesthetic. It can be very fluid. Like, you can go in and out of different aesthetics, especially like when the seasons are changing, like fall and summer, it's going to be a completely different aesthetic. But for summer reasons, I feel like from the research that I did on TikTok prior to this episode, I found 4 main aesthetics, kind of 5, but like 4 that I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to do explaining these justice, so I would recommend just looking them up on Pinterest or looking them up on like TikTok after, and like getting a good idea of what these aesthetics actually look like. But number 1, I keep seeing that mermaid core is going to be like summer 2023 like trend, I guess, or like that's going to be like the most popular aesthetic. Basically, mermaid core is like colors of the beach, like blues and beiges and tans and whites, like very like like, I don't know, like beachy colors, and then like fun jewelry. It doesn't have to be like shell necklaces and stuff, but just like colorful jewelry, beading, different like, I don't know, just like different fun jewelry, a lot of textures, lace, different patterns, like layered, like pieces that just look layered. Linen and like pearls, I feel like are very like mermaid core, I guess. And then also like pastel colors kind of go in there, and like iridescent things, or like sea glass jewelry. I feel like it's very mermaid core. I'm not a fucking fashion expert. But the next one is Coastal Cowgirl, which was really, really popular last summer, and I already see it being very popular this summer. Cowgirl boots, obviously, cowgirl hat. I feel like whites and beiges and like very simple like pieces, like clothing pieces with like textures and patterns in them are very Coastal Cowgirl. It's basically just like wearing a cute little white sundress, but then like throwing on a cowgirl hat and like calling it an outfit. I feel like that I love this style. I wish that I lived, I don't know, I guess where I live, like cowgirl coastal could work, but I just feel like it's very beachy and like, I don't know. So many of these just like don't fit where I'm from, and I feel like a lot of you guys can maybe relate, like mermaid core, like I'm gonna go walk out into like my farmland in the backyard, like dressed like a mermaid. What? I feel like longer jean shorts are very like coastal cowgirl. Yeah, I don't know. And then we have coastal grandma or coastal granddaughter. It goes like both ways, but it's like pretty much the same thing. It's more of like a slightly elevated, more sophisticated look. And in my opinion, I don't exactly know, like I don't follow fashion enough to know like where certain styles originate from, like what's popular in, like Denmark, like how is the style in Denmark impacting the style here in the US? Like, how does that all work? I don't fucking know. But all I have to say is like coastal granddaughter, coastal grandmother, really grandma, what is it fucking called? I don't know. This style, this aesthetic really reminds me of the way that the Hamptons are portrayed in like movies and TV shows. Like when you see a show and they're like spending the summer in the Hamptons, and it's just this like rich girl in the Hamptons for the summertime and like her family's like extra house, this is what I'm imagining. This is how I'm feeling. It's like very, I don't know, like Vineyard Vines, like, but not Vineyard Vines. It's like Lily Pulitzer. It's very like, stripes. Again, like the beachy, I don't know, like it's just like, I personally don't like the style. Like, I do like it, but I wouldn't wear it. Like, I think it looks amazing on some people. I just feel like it doesn't fit my vibe. But yeah, I think it's really pretty. It's just, I don't know. You're going to have to fucking look it up. It's so hard to explain. And then we have earthy. I feel like there's definitely a better word for this, but earthy, summery. Oh, I guess like granola girl. This was very popular like 2 summers ago. Like very like brown tones, green tones, cargo type of shorts and pants, and braiding your hair and having like like simple, like almost homemade looking jewelry on, like stuff like that. I personally love the granola girl look. I feel like it's a lot of very like thrifted, wear and tear looking styles. But yeah, I feel like there's so many different aesthetics. I, again, am not a fashion expert on any of this, so I can't give you like actually the formula to like sticking with an aesthetic because I've never been able to do it. But yeah, just find an aesthetic that you kind of resonate with, or find like 2 or 3 and build your wardrobe. I mean, I'm not telling you to go like buy a whole new wardrobe because that's not realistic for a lot of us, but like start picking out pieces that kind of fit with each other. Don't just like shop for random shit anymore. I've been really good about that. Like, I'll buy stuff, yeah, like if it's just like a cute random shirt, like I'll buy it. But I've been really trying to find pieces that I know will look good with the pieces that I already own and that kind of go together and have the same vibe, just because it's so much easier to dress and it's so much easier to pair things when you do it like that. So pick an aesthetic or 2, try to stick with it for the summer, and like it's so much easier. Like, it's so much easier when you just like stick with one aesthetic. I know it's hard, but like it's a lot easier. Also with that, like you don't have to go on like Princess Polly and order $400 worth of things, to like do this. Find your aesthetic, find whatever style you're trying to emulate this summer, and then start thrifting. We all need to start thrifting more. I used to thrift all the time, and I've been craving to go again. Like for the last 2 weeks, I've wanted to go thrifting, and I haven't yet. I think I'm going to go with my brother tomorrow, but I think it's so much easier to thrift when you go into a thrift store with an idea of what you want to get. So if you kind of have your aesthetic picked out and you know what type of clothing that you're looking for this summer, it's a lot easier to find stuff in thrift stores. So that's a tip. Also, like online thrifting, so popular now. It's so much easier than in-person thrifting. But like in-person thrifting is just like a different feeling. It's just like fun to go to a thrift store and like look around. But like Poshmark, Depop, ThredUp, like there's so many secondhand sellers online now. And then you can like filter, you can like search out specific things. Like if you go on Pinterest and find a type of, like a dress that you really like, you can go into the search bar on ThredUp and you can type that in. And then you can also like filter colors, filter textures, filter necklines and lengths of the dress. And you can really find things that are really, really similar to what you're looking for because of how easy it is to like search, like narrow your search on these, thrifting apps. So yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go on the whole aesthetic thing. So yeah, you guys, I think that's kind of it for this episode. I feel like there's so much more that I could talk about, but I don't know, I feel like I covered a lot. Like, yes, this is an episode all about glowing up, and I feel like when we think of glow up, we think about physical appearance, we think about beauty, we think about our outside, our external being. But at the end of the day, like I've already said this multiple times, but I just want to stress it again. Glowing up it comes from the inside, and how you feel about yourself and the confidence that you have and the way that you carry yourself is really what glowing up is about, in my opinion. So as long as you guys kind of follow my little mental steps, my environmental steps, and my physical steps, if we all do this together this summer, I feel like by the end of the summer, we're all going to be looking fi. We're all going to be looking fi, and we're going to be feeling fi. So yeah, I hope this helped. I think this was a pretty good episode. Go to the Instagram, Things Could Be Worse pod, and DM me any topic ideas, any episode ideas that you have, because I'm in a little bit of a a rut right now coming up with ideas. So let me know what other episodes you guys want to hear. And thank you so much for listening or watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please rate and review the pod. It really helps me out. You can do that on Spotify or Apple. And then if you're over on the YouTube channel, please subscribe, turn on the post notifications. A lot of you listening aren't subscribed. I did want to say that. Or a lot of you watching aren't subscribed, I guess I could say. I don't know why this is, because it would just be so much easier for you to like find my episodes and stuff like that if you were just subscribed and had your post notifications on. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for following along in this week's episode, and I will see you next Wednesday. I love you. Bye.